Hey, welcome in. This is the ITA Kickoff Weekend presented by Racquets. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stanford is taking on Rice. Winner is off to the ITA National Team Indoor Championships. Alongside my producer, Dana Westoff, I'm Bryan Fenley. Rice and Stanford battling it out up at Palo Alto. And Stanford is number 3 in the nation coming into this young dual season. The Cardinal are on the far side of your screen. And here at One Doubles, it's Hudson Rivera and Alex Chang, and they are taking on Petro Kuzmanok and Santiago Navarro. The Cardinal yesterday beat Utah 4-1. They also have wins early this dual year over St. Mary's and San Diego State. Rice, by the way, is 2-1, and to get into the regional final, they had a win yesterday over Oregon 4-3. Cardinal all-time are 2-1 versus the Owls, their last meeting coming in 2016. And Stanford has won 27 straight matches at home, and they look to try and keep that streak intact today. On the near side, the Owls, Kuzmanok is the one without the hat. Navarro wearing the ball cap. And Navarro will be singles 1 and 2, respectively, after doubles concludes. No ad scoring. Playing to one set, and as you know, there are 3 different doubles matches going on right now. The team to win 2 double sets takes the doubles point, and with a change over the first over on court 1, that gives us a chance to see what's happening on court 2 with 2 doubles, which has Samir Banerjee and Alex Rizei taking on Kabir Kapasi and Yair Sarouk. Cardinal wearing the reddish shorts on the near side of your screen. Samir Banerjee is bottom right of your screen. Sarouk bottom left. Banerjee and Rizei, 2 games apiece. Kapasi is serving for Rice. Four singles for Kapasi coming up. At the line, 6-footer senior from Houston, Texas. And Sarouk is actually on the far end of your screen. Yair Sarouk, 5'11", from Israel. He is at the net. Finding one sensational angle and putting that one away. The anticipatory skills to saw that one off and keep it away from Banerjee. Was an ITA All-America honoree last year, was Banerjee. Finished the season number 11 in singles. We'll see him obviously play singles later on in the matchup. Game points and a hold for 3-2 for the Owls as they stay the course with an early lead on court 2. Court 3 presents us with a matchup for the Cardinal, near end of your screen. That's a pair of freshmen teaming up. Mark Krupkin and Jagger Leach facing Gabriel Porras and Joshua Mandenbaum. Krupkin serving 6-6 for the Cardinal. Cardinal up a break on court 3. Krupkin, 5-star signee. Native of New Jersey. And Leach, his teammate, out of Laguna Beach. That's Leach attacking the body, a body shot, and a forcing shot allows Team Krupkin and Leach to further their advantage. 4-1 in their favor after coming up with a love hold. 4-1 on court 3, favoring the Cardinal. Back to court 1, where things are a bit closer at 2 games apiece. But a break point is up. A gutsy forehand takes out the net man. I misspoken, so that was not a break point. I believe now it's going to be 30 all. So 2 all, 30 all, court 1. Kuzmanok serving 79th in the nation in singles. Only ranked singles player that the Owls have, but they are loaded with talent, as are the Cardinal. Tricky one to handle there in transition. Rivera. Deciding point over on court 2. Stanford looks to catch up with Rice for 3 all. This does have a game point in this top slot of doubles. The touch off the dropper gives the Owls the 3-2 advantage on court 1. We remain on serve on court 1. Not so much the case on court 3. The Owls are serving 1-4. top three teams in the nation are out of the ACC. The Cardinal at number 3, Wake Forest number 1, Virginia number 2. A powerhouse of a conference, the ACC is. Over net play for Horace. Standing 6'2", the sophomore from Guatemala. An update over on court 2. Rice has gone up a break. They win a game on the return in game 6 on court 2, which you can see in the left box. Double box for you. Sink your teeth into. Owls have a win yesterday, as mentioned, against Oregon. Also, they beat UTRGV. One loss was against a tough Arkansas team. Kapasi stretching out with a backhand volley, carving off some angle to keep it away from the Cardinal bunch. Apologies for that. I believe it is 30-all, so that must have been a Cardinal point. Focus. On this court where Rice is serving. Making a jump in front, 5-2. A clutch hold for Sharuk as the Owls put their 5th game on the board. Leach is serving for the Cardinal. Here on this 3rd and final flight of doubles. A really talented freshman tandem, Leach and Krupkin. Leach, ACC Freshman of the Week earlier this month, and it was what he did in team wins against St. Mary's and San Diego State that helped garner that recognition. Cardinal in a bit of a bind here on court 2. They need a hold to extend this set. Banerjee making one shot after the other at the net to punish the high ball from the Owls and secure the point off the smash. The range and the movement from Banerjee to meet the down the line with a forehand drive from the net to split the pair from the Owls and bring in game points. Slightly caught out of position, and the Owls will take advantage. Just getting that extra ball back, Saruk and Kapasi. It's a tough one to try and play there. Banerjee stepping across and coming up just short as we now have a deciding point. The only of the three courts that's on serve between these two teams is our top flight. So this is a set point for Rice and a third game point for the Cardinal. Replay on court two. But with that break advantage, Rice is in a fortuitous, advantageous position of trying to be the first double set to wrap up. Stanford has a firm grip on things in doubles three. Looping it just over the head. That one too good to only watch once. Banerjee had the touch, the placement, and the topspin perfected over the net man. Need to move all over the court. This is AG. As you can see, Cardinal in firm control on court three, right box. It is a must-hold situation for the Owls. Thinking it's tagged there off the volley play. And points come about for the Owls on court three. A hold for Rice, one they needed to stay alive in three doubles. A golden opportunity for the Cardinal to serve out the match on court three. Scrunkin takes the line. That is one mighty forehand return that shuts down Leach. trying to get to that backhand volley attempt. Off the tape and wide. And Kapasi. The defense in the fight on display. Rosagi covered a lot of ground and covered a bunch of different angles to keep his team in contention in that point. You totally saw what Banerjee was trying to do there. Nearly orchestrated a return ace. It's such a clean ball off the backhand side. Set point, match point of court 2 doubles for the Owls. Pulled off the court, Banerjee misses on the recovery shot, and the Owls strike first in doubles, taking court 2. Meaning their job getting a little bit easier, considering that the Cardinal have to win the remaining 2 courts that are going on to get that doubles point, and they're a point away, Stanford, from coming up with the victory on court 3 in doubles. Didn't hit it that hard, but opened up the court with some added angle. There it is on court 3. The Cardinal wrap things up with a freshman duo. Krupkin holds for 6-3. All that is left is court 1. And it is a tight one on court 1, where we are on serve, and the Owls do have an advantage at 5-4. At the sit-down on serve. Chong and Rivera. That will be the team that is going to be serving in this 4-5 game. Protecting their serve is of the utmost importance for the Cardinal to force an 11th game.
Sir, Alex.
One great serve attacking Navarro. 15 love. Alex Chong serving. Grad student from Berkeley, California. Two penetrating through the court. Well-formed forehand volleys from the server. And did everything he could to keep it out of the middle of the court. A methodical, stress-free hold for the Cardinal, engineered by Chong. The plot only thickens at 5-all. Navarro's turn at the line. Santiago Navarro. It's a really good doubles pair. Kuzminok and Navarro, they won the American Doubles Championship final back in the fall. Absorbing the pace. Gentle placement from Kuzminok. Double fault. Puts the serving Owls slightly behind in this most important, pivotal 11th game. Break points all of a sudden. You can hear the home fans celebrating. And an opportunity presented for the Cardinal to try and change the course of what's gone on and what is happening on court one. A humongous turn of events on court one, where the Cardinal have a breakthrough, putting them in position to serve out, which would give them the doubles point. It's the first time that the Stanford Cardinal have hosted the ITA Kickoff Weekend since 2023, and what a great year Stanford had last season, 26-6, winning the ACC championship in its first season in the conference, by the way, and they got all the way to the team NCAA semifinals, the championships that year. Cardinal extremely tested here. A very talented and skilled Rice team. Chong closes it out. It's a crack and a high ball. Jason Rivera serves. 6'1" junior from Rancho Santa Fe, California, a suburb of San Diego. Thinking one step ahead was John. Transferred over from the Cal Golden Bears, where back in 2024, he was all Pac-12 second team. Clutch serving from Rivera. The Cardinal, after dropping court 2 in doubles, followed suit with a win on court 3 and are a point away on court 1 to take the doubles point. The Cardinals have dibs on the first overall point of this match. It all came down to the top flight, and Stanford at 7-5 over Rice got it done. The big breakthrough, 5-all, the break is serve, and then a hold from Rivera to close things out. We'll step aside for a moment, but when we come back here, CrossCourt Cast presented by Crack Racquets. Singles to come. Stanford and Rice battling it out for a spot. The winner goes to the ITA National Team Indoor Championships. Off and running we are for the singles portion of this matchup between Rice and Stanford. You are watching CrossCourt Cast, presented by Crack Rackets, alongside my producer, Daniel Westhoff. I'm Bryan Fenley. Be sure to follow all of the Crack Rackets social media platforms, from Instagram to Twitter, YouTube, you name it. The list goes on, covering the sport in an unprecedented way. And what we have here is Stanford taking the doubles point, which leads us right into singles. And our top singles is Banerjee taking on Kuzminok. Kuzminok taking the first game, winning that one behind his serve. Doubles, Kuzminok and Santiago Navarro. Petro Kuzminok and Santiago Navarro lost on court one, which was the pivotal third and final double set to wrap up, and it went Hudson Rivera, Alex Chong's way, 7-5. That gave the Cardinal the doubles point. Banerjee, 6'2" senior, takes the line. Had a win yesterday against Utah over Dante Taramo. 6-love, 6-2. We'll have to replay the point. Banerjee playing two doubles. And Yair Zaruk and Kabir Kapasi won that two doubles matchup for Rice. It was Banerjee with Rizegi, and they fell 6-3. Three doubles going to Jagger Leach and Mark Krupkin of the Cardinal. Winning a battle from the baseline as Kuzminok misses with his forehand. Banerjee is a 30-15 edge. An appetizing look down the line from Banerjee with the forehand, trying to keep Kuzminok on the run. 30-all. Kuzminok, 6'3" junior from Fairfield, Connecticut. Banerjee takes a look at game points. From cross-court to down the line, Kuzminok pulls off one enthralling finish. Banerjee didn't see this coming. That took guts, and that took gumption. Deciding point, and now the pressure is on Banerjee, hoping to save his serve. Holding through a deciding point. Makes it 1-all on court one to two singles. Santiago Navarro serves for the Owls, facing Alex Chong. And we've got a deciding point here as well. Off the double. Chong will take the game. As Navarro gives up a service break on his first trip to the line. Chang, 67 in the nation in singles. Reno Mark in singles in dual play. Go serve and volley. Mixing things up. Chang had a win over Utah 6-4, 6-4 at two singles yesterday. Finding opportunities to move forward and take control of the point. That was Chang there, sensing a moment coming in and making a prudent decision to then force an air off of his opponent by taking some time away. You can see the full rundown of our 6 singles matches, the scores updated in real time for you. It's the ITA Kickoff Weekend, and the winner heads to the ITA National Team Indoor Championships. Under control in his movement, the footwork. As Chang puts more pressure on Navarro. His movement up in the court. It's an easy hold, and it's 3-love for Chang. Taking you to singles 3, Kabir Kapasi and Hudson Rivera go toe-to-toe, and Rivera, as the Cardinal do and have on court 2, a break lead. Same could be said for them on court 3. Kabir Kapasi out of Houston, Texas. He was the one that clinched the first round match yesterday for the Cardinal against Oregon with a 1-6, 7-5, 6-4 takedown. Off target, as Rivera had to take an overhead from the baseline. Some good defending there from Kapasi to keep himself afloat in that exchange back and forth from the back. Kapasi fired up as he has his first game won. Finding success with that out wide serve in the ad court. Moves himself to within a single game of his opponent. Gabriel Porras for the Rice Owls is serving here on court 4, facing Alex Rezegi, 5'10" sophomore from Humble, Texas. Building up the point with patience, only to then look at it down the line. Thinner margins, going for it. It was Rezegi at the end. Or 6'2" sophomore from Guatemala. Had no trouble, Porras, in getting to the inside-out forehand. Only had one backhand in that exchange to have to hit. An unforced error. Rezegi in a really good position as the returner. Rezegi. A few chances for Rezegi to expand the lead and break his opponent for the first time. What a shot from Rezegi. Turns that point around. Make that 3-1. Keeping it away from Porras. He goes from on the front side of that point to watching a ball pass him. In the meanwhile, 5 singles is where we venture. Lily Doe for Rice versus Jagger Leach. These are 2 first years squaring off. No trouble so far for Leach, who has won the first 4 games, and he only dropped 4 games yesterday against Balthazar Hus of Utah. It was a 6-2, 6-2 score. Perfect start. 5-love for Leach. Final flight. And a break point for Saruk. Yair Saruk versus Mark Krupkin. Trying to jump all over that serve by stepping in the court and then running around the backhand. It's going to be 2-all. Back to court 5. Jagger Leach aspires to polish off a bagel set. Taking a chance and rewarded off the forehand wing. 30-love. Upping the pace. Not settling into these exchanges, trying to get ahead of them early. Jagger Leach was the ACC Freshman of the Week on January 20th. And that fine play is carrying over into another week of college tennis, clearly by how things have gone his way with the scoreboard pressure that he is pulling off on court 5 and the scoreboard pressure that Chang is seeing on court 2 versus Navarro. Santiago Navarro looking for his first game win, the 6'2" senior from Bolivia. Won a 3-setter, did Navarro yesterday over Oregon. Smart tactical play from Navarro, attacking that deep corner, only to move in off a short ball and solve the point with a nestle little gently placed forehand volley. Doing damage by lining one up down the line. Great shot from Navarro to put added stress on Chang. Alex Chang picked up the deciding point for the Cardinal in a dual match earlier this year when the Cardinal beat St. Mary's. Fights off the threat of going a full set without winning a game, as Navarro has found a way to get himself his first game, but now Chang has a double break cushion to close out this first set. No way! How did that man do that? You thought he was completely out of the point. Goes one way, then has to backtrack the other. Not only gets to the ball, but then passes cross-court in the most sensational of fashions. That is a shot ripe and ready for social media to be enamored with and have at it. Viral shot waiting to happen on social media. Cardinal are not trailing in any one of the 6 singles matches happening concurrently. Presenting such movement challenge on Navarro and making him try to cover a lot of ground. Set point for Chang. Trying to be the second first set for the Cardinal to go their way. F volley placement short. Off the run forward behind the serve. 6-love first set going Jagger Leach's way, singles 5. 2 singles, 3 singles, 4 singles, all break leads. At least one break lead or more for the Cardinal, and then on serve, singles 1 and singles 6. Six one Chang. Breezing on court 2. Heading over to court number 5. Gabriel Porras finds himself down 5-1 against Alex Rizegi. A deciding point on singles court one between Kuzmanok and Banerjee at 3-all. Set point for Rosegi in 4 singles. Shutting down the return on a few first serves. Rosegi serving well to put a capper on the opening set. His way 6-1. Cardinal, in review, have taken the set 1 singles 5, singles 4, and singles 2. Singles 2 and singles 4 were by 6-1, and singles 5, Jagger Leach did it 6-love, and he has also won the first game of the second set, so he hasn't dropped the game yet. First 7 going his way. This is the third flight. Kabir Kapasi. Hudson Rivera. Caught a bit in no man's land, Kapasi, as Rivera takes that point. Trying to cement that break lead he has. Picking up a short ball. Forcing shot off the forehand. That's going to give a 5-3 lead to Hudson Rivera. So these are, on your screen, the only 3 matches that have not wrapped up the first set. They're still mid-first set. Or it's 1-6 and 3. Cardinal, as you see, had taken the doubles point by winning double sets on courts 1 and 3. The doubles was clinched on court 1, courtesy of Alex Chang and his partner Hudson Rivera, 7-5. Rivera here with the lead in his possession against Kapasi. Rivera putting some pressure on Kapasi. Rice has stacked up their non-conference schedule with a lot of teams that are extremely talented. 8 Power 4 teams, part of the non-conference for Rice before beginning conference play, and it's a very road-heavy schedule. Hopes that this is what the Owls need to get them battle-tested in time for league action. Rivera off the double. Closes in on a set point. Another set point for Rivera. Offensive return off a second serve gives Rivera the first set, 6-3, and the Cardinal have committed to taking the first 4 first sets that have been completed. The 2 remaining ones that haven't finished, that first set would be on your screen here. Courts 1 and 6, the top flight, and that 6th and final flight. Both at 4-all, both on serve. We've already seen a regional champ in Starkville where 7th-ranked Mississippi State won today against Auburn. So Mississippi State will be one of the 14 teams heading to the NCAA Indoor National Championship, which will be hosted by SMU in Dallas beginning February 17th. Winner between Rice and Stanford becomes another one of those 14 teams to get there. Krupkin serving 40-30. Point from 5-4. Energy syncs up with the cross court. Takes a game point away from Petro Kuzmanok. Deciding point, court 6. Saruk takes the deciding point on court 6 to go up 5-4. Banerjee creates a deciding point to try and break the L. A good time to spot serve into that corner for Kuzmanak, who wraps it up on a third game point to tilt the game in his favor. There you see the updates on all 6 courts. Stanford cruising 5 singles, 4 singles, 3 singles. On serve in 2 singles after Alex Chang won 6-1 that first set. Noe Do has a game on the board for the Owls on the far end. First 7 games of this match were won by Jagger Leach. "56 teams. These are 2 of the 56 teams part of the ITA Kickoff Weekend. Stanford and Rice each winning matches yesterday to get into this regional final. Cardinal over Utah, Rice over Oregon. 6 singles. Saruk can serve for the first set. 30-15, he's at the line. Top right of your screen, the results of the final 2 matches that haven't finished the first. Saruk has set points in his possession. So well engineered. Comes in behind the backhand. Finds a sharp angle off the volley. The footwork fueling that set point 1. And Yari Saruk is the first Owl to win the first set, or a first set. Energy in a tight one here. Top flight with Kuzmanak. This is the only match that hasn't started the second set or is about to play the second set. Jagger Leach, closest to the finish line, 2 games away, as he has had the upper hand against Noe Do. A win for Leach today. If he is able to pull it out, will put him at 3-0 in singles and dual action. Looking at Banerjee. Another try to serve himself into a hold. Five all as he holds. Ranked 11th in the country in singles was Banerjee last year. Five singles. Leach is rolling. 6-love, 4-1. Texas A&M, another team that is headed to the NCAA Indoor National Championship with their win today over Duke. Mississippi State, Texas A&M, they're already in. So is Clemson, outlasting Harvard back on Friday. .40-30 for Leach. Attacking those outer thirds as Leach from 30-all holding for 5-1. A game away from putting the Cardinal up 2 points to love in the overall tally. First team to get to 4 overall points advance to the NCAA Indoor National Championship. Each one of these singles matches is a fight for a single point each to that overall tally. Wrong-footed shot attempt from the moving in Leach. Just off target on the two-hander. There was no conservative part at all to that type of return. And Leach reaping the benefits of really going after it. 15-all. The first to flinch was Doe. Both players brought out the backhand slice to complement their play and in that baseline point. 15-30. Got it to go. Planted it inside the baseline. Grip it and rip it from Leach. Match point. Long from Leach. Virginia, another team into the exclusive 14 in the NCAA Indoor National Championship with their win today. Picking apart the defense of Doe was Leach, and he is Leach, the first to win a singles match in this head-to-head between the Cardinal and the Owls. That will put Stanford in front 2-love in the overall tally. With the win, Leach improves to 3-0 in dual play in singles. Won the first 7 games and just coasted from there. Nothing close to coasting in this one, given how tight this top flight of singles match has been. Still in it. Well, Leach has finished 2 sets in 1. Kuzmanok and Banerjee are not even done with the first set. Singles 4, there's a break lead for Rezegi. Actually trying to go up 2 breaks on Porras, which would put Rezegi up 4-1. But even though there are some earlier first set triumphs for Stanford, you look at singles 2, singles 3, singles 6, pretty tight in that second set on serve there. So Owls are collectively responding well with their level in those particular pointed out matches in the second set by keeping it close. And this one is headed to a breaker. pace with the forehand line to coerce an error off the forced to play defense. Banerjee. Kuzminok scores the first point. Got pegged by a ball from another court, so that rally is going to have to be a do-over. Rosegi has started up his service game 4-1, set 2. And after accomplishing a first set W at 6-1 over Gabriel Porras. That came back really fast. So little time for Banerjee to react. Some pace infusion puts Kuzminok ahead 2-1. Just sitting up there for Kuzminok to peck away and hammer home for an outright clean winner. 3-1. Make it 4-1. And again, another ball comes into play. We'll have to stop the action and replay the point. Rosegi, see, singles 4 on the cusp of going up 5-1. And singles 4 there over Gabriel Porras. A match that you peer at in the right box. Mark Krupkin, 6 singles. They started to mount quite the turnaround after Yari Zaruk of the Rice Owls won the first, the opener against Krupkin 6-4. Krupkin has come out and taken a break lead. 3-love, set 2. A battle of the backhands between Banerjee and Kuzminok. Kuzminok, 79 in the nation, is ranking. Gives one back to the Stanford Cardinal. Off a deciding point on court 4. You might have seen that from the corner of your eye. Racquets clinches the game. Weathers for a 6-1, 5-1 start. A few points in a row for Banerjee to make it 4-all in the Buster.
Right back, Hudson. Here we go, Hudson.
Okay, Navarro, court 2. Navarro has a few chances to get rid of a break deficit. Just off on the pattern changer from Kuzminok. Banerjee has won 4 straight points in the Buster as he serves for the first set. It was a long one, a lengthy battle, but finally a conclusion to the first set with our top flight. Banerjee wins the final 5 points of the tiebreaker to seize control 7-6, the first set his way over Kuzminok. Chorus 30 love. With all 6 matches finishing their first set now, the Cardinal taking the opener in the top 5 flights. The one exception being single 6. But Mark Krupkin, after losing for the Cardinal in 6 singles that opening set, has completely turned that match upside down, opening up with a 4-love second set advantage. Zaghi on your screen. Serving for the match. For his personal match, the victory 6-1, 5-2 over Porras. Cardinal lead 2-love in the overall team score count. For Zaghi, he's 2-0 in singles. He had a win. Singles 2. He's had a win at singles 3 this year. A hold here puts him at 3-0 and a win in a third different flight, this being 4 singles. Now does the call long, just off the baseline. Zaghi, 30-love. $30-15. Had the right idea, but the volley just short-armed off the run forward behind the serve. Zaghi with that encounters a break chance against him. comes in again and gets stunted by the great placement off the porous reply. Drops his delivery. Ruzegi, after being up 30-love in a game that if he won would have closed out court 4. Mark Krupkin, 5-love. He has a lead in set 2 after the first set went the Rice Owls' Yari Zaruk's way. Loose air. Ruzegi and Porus commands a 30-love lead. That was sensational. Ruzegi stays in the point, hitting a few rally balls. Wasn't inflicted enough damage upon, even though one of his shots hit the top of the tape, and then returns the favor after he got spread out to his backhand side by looping a lob winner over Porus's head in unsuspecting fashion. 30 all. Surviving that baseline exchange. Rosegi not doing anything too risky or overtly aggressive out there. And in doing so, creates a match point as the returner. Rosegi looking to close it out here. The longer baseline points in the end went Rosegi's way. 6-1, 6-3, and Stanford is 1 point away in the overall team count from advancing to the NCAA Indoor National Championship. 3-love in front, doubles point, then a win in singles 5, followed by a singles 4 triumph for 3-love. Mark Krupkin has a set point. Well, he might have just closed it out. He did. So 6-1 for Krupkin. He pushes that to a decider. We could be heading to a second set tiebreaker with court 2. That would be the case if Chang holds. Kabir Kapasi raising his level after his 6-3 setback in the first set. Tiebreaker ensues. And we'll focus our attention here. A second set tiebreaker. If Chang wins the Buster, Stanford advances. Runs up to hit the floater, succeeding in depositing that ball away. Fleet-footed and an intelligent finish, 1-all. Goes right back to that Chang backhand side and breaches Chang's defenses. 2-all. You can tell how that point went just by the sound of the home crowd. Stanford holds a 2-1 mark all time against Rice. It's their first meeting since 2016. Blasting backhands and forehands and groundies at each other. Six-all second set, court 2. It is 5-all second set, court 3. Rivera has a game point to go up 6-5. Took the first set 6-3. 3-all in the breaker, and it is Hudson Rivera going 6-5 in front. Court 3 has the Cardinal in a good spot, looking for their second sweep win of the young season. The Cardinal had a sweep win against St. Mary's and then beating San Diego State 4-1, and then yesterday the Cardinal overcoming Utah 4-1. Out it is. Chang takes the point. As Navarro overhits. Five-3, Chang goes in front. The race is to 7, win by 2. The Owls need to win the remaining 4 matches to advance. Cardinal need only 1 more match to go their way to secure the outright W. The serve was damage-inducing, and in the second set tiebreaker, Chang is a point away from sending his team to the ITA National Team Indoor Championships. For a second time this year, Chang wins the clinching point. Court 2, 6-1, and then 7-6 in the buster. And it's a 4-love sweep for the Cardinal over the Rice Owls. The doubles point. Then on court 5, Jagger Leach taking point number 2. Alex Rezegi following suit on court 3. And the fourth and final point going Chang's way as the Cardinal advance, the number 3 ranked team in the country, one of 14 teams that will play in next month's ITA National Team Indoor Championships. Don't forget, there is continued coverage here on YouTube. Other events and matches that are happening in regards to this ITA Kickoff Weekend. Keep it with Crack Racquets on YouTube right now to follow the other coverage. CrossCourt Cast presented by Crack Racquets. Be sure to follow all social media platforms from Crack Racquets. Alongside my great producer, Daniel Westoff, I'm Bryan Fenley. A great start to the season for the Stanford Cardinal as they stay perfect on the year with a chance to further on their run going now into the ITA National Team Indoor Championships.